Hello and welcome back to another AP3 video. In today's video, we'll be going over Topic 2, Unit 1 of AP Government, Congress, the Senate, and the House of Representatives. So we're going to talk about first the structure of Congress. Now, Congress is a bicameral legislature, basically containing two houses. Now, remember, Articles of Confederation had one house in Congress where each state was represented equally, but it wasn't effective. So according to Article 1, it will be divided into two houses, the Senate and the House of Representatives. So we're going to talk about the Senate first. Now, the Senate, each state is represented equally. So each state is going to have two representatives, so two votes. And there's going to be a total of 100 senators because there's 50 states and there's 2 senators per state. So 2 times 50, 100 senators. Now, each member needs to be older than the people in the House of Representatives, so they must be 30 years old. And they're going to hold 6-year terms, which is going to be more than the House of Representatives. And why is that? Well, they wanted people in the Senate to be restricted from public pressure. And because of that, they'll be less connected to the people that they represent. Now, due to each state having 2 senators representing the entire state, they instead are going to focus on bigger issues and generality. The House of Representatives is going to be more for the people. So each state's going to represent by population. And basically, the more population, the more representatives. The less population, the less representatives. And every state is for sure to have 1 representative. And federal law caps the number of representatives at 435. Now you might be asking, how do we know how many representatives per state gets? Well, we have something called census, where it happens every 10 years, measuring the number of people living in the U.S. and where they live. And basically, seats in the House are changed, reflecting the current population. Now, you need to be 25 years old. Students to be younger than the people in the Senate. And you're going to have 2-year terms. And because elections happen more often, you need to be more responsive to the people. They're going to be more responsive to the people. And because of that, they'll be closer to the issues that the people and districts care about. And it'll be less likely forming per-state coalitions in order to pursue various legislative goals. Now, the purpose of Congress, well, they're the legislative branch, so their purpose is to make laws. Now, for bills to become laws, both houses need to agree by vote on identical variations of a bill. And after, it's going to be passed on to the President to sign it. Now, for a bill to pass, there's debates on both sides, on the Senate and the House. Now, because the Senate is smaller, the rules are provided for unlimited debates. And because the House is bigger, it's going to restrict the debate for an hour per member. Now, Senate will be more relaxed and informal. The House will be more structured and governed by rules. Now, where and what kinds of power does Congress have? Now, according to Article 1, Section 8, they're going to have enumerated powers. Basically, the Constitution shows exactly the powers belong to the Congress, and there's 5. So you have power to pass a federal budget or power of the purse, and it's going to be a little bit complex. It's very complex, and will lead to months of negotiation to settle. Now, power to raise revenue, and it's accomplished by income, taxes, tariffs, and etc. Income taxes being the more convenient one. Our third power is the power to coin money. And this is good because it leads to uniformity currency in the nation. Our 4 powers declaring war, and framers of the Constitution wanted to have the branch representing the people responsible to send the people to war. And our 5th power is to raise and maintain the armed forces. And now we're going to have implied powers. Now, implied basically means understanding the meaning, even if it isn't exactly said. Basically, powers belonging to Congress, but not mentioned in Article 1, Section 8. Well, how do you get their powers? In the last sections of Article 1, Section 8, it's going to be from the necessary and proper clause, again, stated in the last sections of Article 1, Section 8. Basically, Congress has powers passing any law that can be necessary and proper to carrying out the enumerated powers. And over the years, it allowed them passing different ranges of legislation on economic, environmental, and social issues. And that's basically all we need to know about 2.1. Thank you for watching another AP3 video. We'll see you in the next one.